MVP award for this season. Giannis has already won Defensive Player of the Year and would join Michael Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon as the only players to win both in the same season. However, Giannis and the 1 seed Bucks find themselves down 0-1 for the second straight series after losing to the Heat last night. So, Shannon, is Giannis overrated?
No, he just had a below-average game yesterday, Skip. Basically, in the regular season, he was 30, 14, and 6. And in the playoff this year, he's 30, 16, and 6. Skip, those are Shaq numbers. He's a dominant player. He had an off day, and it's easier, Skip, when you get to the playoffs if you're just on an island. Because as Chris Middleton is an all-star, we don't look at Chris Middleton as a superstar. We don't look at him as an Anthony Davis. If you look at LeBron, once he got Kyrie, it became a lot more difficult for you to take LeBron away because you had to worry about Kyrie cooking you. When he went to Miami, you tried to take LeBron away, he had D-Wade. So if you have a 1-2 combo, and that's what Shaq had with Kobe, a young Kobe, and I don't think anybody's going to confuse and say, well, Chris Middleton is Kobe. No, he's not. He ain't going to ever be Kobe. So for me, Skip, they built the wall. They said, Giannis, you're not coming in here. They just slammed the door, so shoot over the door. You do everything you need to, but you're not coming in here. This little area out here is stay out of, caution. So that's what they're doing. But I don't think Giannis is overrated, Skip. I mean, he's freaky. I mean, 7 foot tall with a 7'3" wingspan, athletic, 2 dribbles from half court. He's at the rim, and he's getting better. He's gonna be the MVP, Skip. I think we all agree on that. A 2-time MVP. I mean, there are very few people that have won MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. I think there have only been 3.
3. Jordan, Olajuwon.
And David Robinson.
No.
Well, 4 now. David Robinson won Defensive, not in the same year.
Not in the same year as Jordan and Olajuwon.
So and Olajuwon ended up winning the championship that year also.
Yep. So,
Skip, you're talking about only 4 people total will ever have won an MVP and a Defensive Player of the Year. That's the company that Giannis is in. He's had a bad first game. But let's not write him off. Let's not, put too much into it. And even last year, Skip, he was 25-12 in the playoff run. So 25-12, you like, but now he's superstar times your MVP. You get judged a little different than this just being Giannis Antetokounmpo. Mm-hmm. You get judged by Greek freak. And so the criticism is a little bit more harsh.
So I guess mine's going to be over hard. But you know how I feel about the NBA playoffs. This is when you make your rep and your money.
Yeah.
You got to do it now. All those long stretches of regular season dominance, all that PER print stuff that we used to see from Anthony Davis when he was in New Orleans.
Yeah.
I'm seeing it from Giannis now. They remind me of each other, not in games, but in impact.
Well, Skip, they say superstars are made in the regular season. Legends are made in the postseason.
Yeah, I'll buy that.
So we'll find out. We're about to find out.
I haven't seen legendary from Giannis in the postseason. And I thought about this because it reminds me, Anthony AD in New Orleans, he never could lift that up. He was a sub-500 player in New Orleans. Well, he had some help here and there for a while. He had Boogie and he had Rondo, playoff Rondo for a while, and they won a series.
Right.
And yet, now you put him alongside your man, you got something.
Right.
Where he's a little more in his comfort zone. LeBron can put him in a basketball comfort zone. And obviously, he is a far better shooter than Giannis has so far even thought about.
Yeah, I don't know if Giannis will ever be able to shoot the ball like that.
Like that? So what if you put Giannis alongside LeBron right now? What if you swapped out? You put AD up there in Milwaukee pretty much by himself. What would the result be? Could Giannis and LeBron go places? Could they win a championship together? Maybe, but you got one big problem. AD is a free throw making machine.
Right.
And Giannis is not.
Right.
He's a sub 50% free throw shooter, and it seems like the deeper you get in the playoffs, the worse he gets. Okay, so could he take the spotlight? Could he share the limelight with LeBron James? I just need to see, again, something more than what we saw the last 4 games we saw him last year against Toronto. They lost 4 in a row after they went up 2-0.
Right.
In those 4 games, look at the fourth quarters. They're all close games.
Right.
Here we go again. In the fourth quarters, he shot 35%. He's a 55% regular season from the field shooter because you can't say he's a freak.
Right.
He's finger rolling.
Yeah.
He's scoring at will in the lane because during the regular season, people don't play him the way they do in the postseason.
Right.
And from the free throw line, last year in those 4 fourth quarters, he was 5 of 13. Well, that's horrendously bad. It's not enough free throws, number one, and it's not enough makes, number two. And he was a minus 29 total plus minus in those 4 fourth quarters. They lost all 4 games, and then it happened again last night. Fourth quarter, he goes 1 of 4, 0 for 2 from 3. He was trying to do something to open up the lane, obviously. 1 of 4 from the free throw line, and he had 2 turnovers. And the last one came that it was pretty hopeless, but 50 seconds left, they're down 7, maybe a quick bucket, maybe you get back into it, and he tries to wheel into the lane, and Dragic is just picking his pocket. He's just waiting on him. I got this, and they go the other way, and it's over.
Well, Skip, the playoffs will tell you just how special you are because that team focuses all their energy on you. They don't have to worry about playing LeBron the next night or Kawhi in 3 nights or Kevin Durant 3 nights later or James Harden in a week. It's all you. It's just like playoff football, Skip, because, you know, yeah, I'm watching the game, but then I got another game the next week. When I come to playoffs, guess what? I'm looking at all 16 games that you played in the regular season. I know all of your tendencies, what you're going to do in this down and distance, this area of the field, this formation. I know all of that backwards and forward because you've done it so many times. Well, come playoff time, guess what? When you get to the playoffs, you're going to do what you've had the most success doing. And so I'm studying. So what do I know? If the best way to beat the Bucks? Keep Giannis' butt out the lane. Okay. Make Chris Middleton. Make Brook Lopez. Make those other guys beat you.
Here came Toronto. Well coached. Nick Nurse. A lot of length.
Yes.
Mentally tough. Physical players. Let's line them up across shoulder to shoulder. You can't come in here.
Yeah.
What you got? Show me. You better have a...
Make that 15-footer.
You better have it. You better have something to break up the wall. Right? You better shoot over the wall. Everybody else has got that weapon. Anthony Davis has definitely got that weapon. Okay? And if you can't get over the wall, can you sort of break through it and get fouled and get to the free throw line?
Well, if you can't jump over, you better be able to shoot over it.
Okay. What I'm saying is you can sort of run into the wall and get fouled maybe if you get some calls.
But, Skip, yesterday, he got 2 charging fouls because he's trying to run over it.
I know it. Okay? Even if you get to the line, you are a liability at the free throw line. Okay? What's the grand total I see here? You're overrated, given the fact you just did something only Jordan and Olajuwon have done before you. And we talked about this before, but if Jimmy Butler is going Jimmy Buckets on you, I told you, if you're that guy, a takeover guy, a special, like an all-time great on the rise, you say a couple of possessions, I got him, I'll take him.
Skip, but when I look at Giannis, I don't look at him as a great on ball. I look at him as help. Remember yesterday when he blocked Jimmy's dunk?
He did.
He came, Jimmy didn't know he was there, and he came from the weak side to block that dunk. I don't look at him like Jordan and Pippen and Kobe and LeBron when he was younger. They can sit in the chair in front of a guy. I don't look at him like that.
Okay, but when I compare him to Rudy Gobert, former two-time he can move. He's got feet. He's got athleticism at, is he 7? I don't know if he's 7 feet.
What he listed, 6'11",
But he has agility for his height and length. So I thought maybe a couple of possessions, he'd just go out there and sit in the chair and try to defend him with length.
See, when I look at, like, when I know he's won Defensive Player of the Year, and like you said, he and Jordan and Olajuwon, but he's not the defender Olajuwon was.
Olajuwon was about 6'10", maybe 6'9".
Yes. But on the defensive end?
Boy, I don't know. I think
you think he's a better defender than Olajuwon?
Well, he's just longer. He's better in the lane, like as a help defender. He's just so long.
Olajuwon was dead.
Hey, he was. I know.
And especially because, you know, that was a big man era. Because you had Robinson and you had Shaq and you had Patrick Ewing. That was the era of the big man back then. Now ain't really no bigs.
What I'm saying, with that length and size, you should be dominating. You should be able to even.
But Skip, he's averaging 30, 16, and 6 in the playoffs. That's not dominating?
Well, I just told you what he was in the fourth quarter last night with the game on the line.
You Skip, I thought the one thing that you didn't want to be was prisoner of the moment.
Well, I've seen 5 straight moments. I have 4 against Toronto and 1 against Miami.
What about this year against Orlando?
Well, what, the game 1 or
no, the rest of the game.
How did Orlando get in the playoffs to start with?
Well, you have home field. You know,
it's a home deal.
Home field advantage? That's how it works? Okay. Guys, we do have a Game 7 tomorrow night. Will it define Russell Westbrook's entire NBA legacy? That's a big question.